Chapter 35. Man, I hate my son. A real arrogant jerkwad, nothing like his dad. I did not know I could move so fast. Not as Lester Papadopoulos, anyway. I bounded across the lake until I reached Meg's side. I tried desperately to shoo away the bees, but the wisps of darkness swarmed her, flying into her mouth, nose, and ears, even into her tear ducts. As a god of medicine, I would have found that fascinating if I hadn't been so repulsed. "Trophonius, stop it!" I pleaded.
"This is not my doing," said the spirit. "Your friend opened her mind to the Dark Oracle. She asked questions. Now she is receiving the answers."
"She asked no questions."
"Oh, but she did. Mostly about you, Father. What will happen to you? Where must you go? How can she help you? These worries are foremost in her mind. Such misplaced loyalty."
Meg began to thrash. I turned her onto her side, as one should do for someone having a seizure. I racked my brain. What else? Remove sharp objects from her environment? All the snakes were gone. Good. Not much I could do about the bees. Her skin was cold, but I had nothing to warm or dry her or cover her with. Her usual scent, that faint, inexplicable smell of apples, had turned dank as mildew. The rhinestones in her glasses were completely dark, the lenses white with condensation. "Meg," I said, "stay with me. Concentrate on my voice." She muttered incoherently. With a twinge of panic, I realized that if she gave me a direct order in her delirious state, even something simple as "leave me alone" or "go away," I would be compelled to obey. I had to find a way to anchor her mind, to shield her from the worst of the dark visions. That was difficult when my own mind was still a little fuzzy and not completely trustworthy. I muttered some healing chants, old curative tunes that I hadn't used in centuries. Before antibiotics, before aspirin, before even sterile bandages, we had songs. I was the god of both music and healing for good reason. One should never underestimate the healing power of music. Meg's breathing steadied, but the shadowy swarm still enveloped her, attracted to her fears and doubts like bees to pollen.
Trophonius said. "So about the favor you promised?"
"Shut up!" I snapped. In her fever, Meg said,
"Shut up!"
I chose not to take this as an echo, not as an order, aimed at Trophonius rather than me. Thankfully, my vocal cords agreed. I sang to Meg about her mother, Demeter, the goddess who could heal the entire earth after a drought, fire, or flood. I sang of Demeter's mercy and kindness, the way she had made the prince Tripolomius into a god because of his good deeds, the way she had nursed the baby boy Demophoon for 3 nights, attempting to make him immortal, the way she had blessed the cereal makers of modern times, flooding the world with a bounty of Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, and Count Chocula. Truly, she was a goddess of an infinite benevolence. "You know she loves you," I promised, cradling Meg's head in my lap. "She loves all of her children. Look at how much she cherished Persephone, even though that girl, well, she makes your table manners look positively refined. No offense." I realized I wasn't even singing anymore. I was rambling, trying to drive off Meg's fears with a friendly voice. "Once," I continued, "Demeter married this minor harvest god, Karamanor. You've probably never heard of him. No one had. He was this local deity in Crete. Rude, backward, poorly dressed. But oh, they loved each other. They had this son, ugliest boy you ever saw. He had no redeeming qualities. He looked like a pig. Everyone said so."